From Las Loicas, we drive via Malargüe to the famous ski resort of Las Leñas, a nice sidetrack with a few sightseeing spots. Afterwards, we drive north on the also famous Ruta 40 towards Mendoza. Just before the town, we head west on Ruta 7 and spend a few relaxing days at the Embalse Potrerillos, before continuing to the highest mountain in South America, Aconcagua, where we go on a hike on Christmas Eve. After the fabulous hike, we drive back to Uspallata for a rather nasty Christmas dinner, and then north along a rough dirt road to the small town of Barreal, where we find a great spot along the river. Unfortunately, Christmas ends with a rather sleepless night. After a couple of relaxing days at the campground in Las Loicas, it's time to move on.
Off to new adventures. Obstacle in our way.
Please don't kick.
Andale, 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 andale. That was all of them. Oh, little sweeties as well. There's a lot of traffic on the road here today, but not with cars. Hi guys.
Ladies. Hello.
Mr. Gaucho, give him a wave. This is the Rio Grande again. Last time we drove over it, it was so windy. But today it's very calm. We just got some water, drinking water in Las Blancas, and we're now on our way to Malargüe. There's a bit of a dirt road stretch here, but not for long. And then it should be 60 kilometers of smooth driving.
Well, no, because the last 15 kilometres into Malargüe are really bad.
Okay,
It's tarmac, but it's bad tarmac.
yeah. The last kilometers into Malargüe are really, really bad. And this is getting worse. Stop, stop. What's that? Oh, you're good. It's just the lid of our pepper thingy what's it came off from all the rattling. I thought it was outside. Plastic bags are falling in the back.
Everything's coming off.
Be careful for stones here. We are in Malargüe. It's 5:05. Perfect timing for us to get to Malargüe. This is the main tower in town. Kind of a weird thing. Here's the spiffy looking woman. Of course, we had a shower at the YPF in Malargüe. Free shower, free and clean.
Yeah, that's what we like.
I can't remember our last shower, so it's been a while. Now we're heading to Las Leñas. It's already late in the afternoon. We're always late, but we can see the snow-covered mountains because it's really, really hot here. We have way over 30 degrees in the shade, and we want some cooler weather. There's a mirador here, and it's quite steep. Go past me if you want.
Try, but you're on the best.
I'm on the best spot here. I give you a hand.
I really want to stop.
Keep going.
Yeah,
I push you.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
It's going to be an arse over tea kettle job to come down here. Things we do in our house shoes.
Yeah, we should have put the different shoes on.
That's just for 5 minutes. There we go. The mountain goat made it. This is the Mirador Rio Salado. It's all of a sudden like a Grand Canyon here. Very windy up here. Ellen's freshly washed hands. Ellen is complaining because she found the easier walk.
I told you before, it was past the hill, the car park is further up.
In our house shoes that's definitely easier here. But But you have to have some adventures in between.
From the junction with Ruta 40, it's 48 kilometres to Las Leñas. All the snow has melted by now, so it's an easy drive along the Rio Salado.
These are little huts and places with thermal pools. It's a nice setting. Birdies here, and they're waiting for us to feed them. They're very tame, aren't they? Put them some food. They don't have demanding.
The Pozo de las Ánimas is a peculiar geological formation composed of two flooded sinkholes that appear to form a figure eight from the air. The two lagoons are separated by a fragile divide, which most likely will disappear due to erosion, giving way to a single lagoon sometime in the distant future. The bigger sinkhole measures approximately 200 metres in diameter. The depth is 80 metres to the water level and 21 metres from the water surface to the bottom of the lagoon. Las Leñas is the largest ski area in South America. Construction began in January 1983, and by July 83 it opened with a 300-bed hotel. The ski area has a good diversity of slopes, ranging from very easy to extreme, including a good range of off-piste areas for extreme skiing. The skiing season usually lasts from mid-June to mid-October. From Las Leñas you can continue to the beautiful Valle Hermoso, but the steep and windy dirt road is not suitable for Vinny 2, so we decided to skip it.
We found a sheltered spot for the night. Sun is going down in a minute, but hopefully it's not too cold tonight. This is where the ski lifts are.
Outside the ski season, Las Leñas is a totally empty ghost town. Just a few maintenance people are around to keep the place going. It must be very popular during the winter season though. Lots of hotel rooms and other accommodation are available here. Maybe one day we'll come back to do some skiing.
It's totally off season, so we're the only ones around really. But I imagine there's a lot of people here when the snow's there. This looks a little destroyed here. I don't know if it was the weather. But the glass is out. Innsbruck. A little bit of an Austrian flair here. This is what it looks like in the winter. We get a sunset as well. That looks beautiful. We're doing our evening walks here. The wind has died down a little. There's another camper right next to us on the other side of the trees here. Are you going out for an evening walk too? Yeah, it's a beautiful evening, isn't it?
The weather forecast calls for 4 degrees Celsius overnight, with possible showers, and we can see the first storm clouds rolling in. Looks like we need to get the hot water bottles and our fleece blankets out to keep us warm during the night.
We had a really good night here in Las Leñas, and it wasn't 4 degrees as predicted. The coldest inside was 16 degrees. And this morning we have quite a number of clouds. It's really peaceful here. This was our one night stop in Las Leñas. We're heading out again. It's there, there's a doornail here. Nobody else is around. But it was a peaceful night. Now we're going out and over to the Aconcagua area. It's a little cloudy today.
The plan for today is to drive 370 kilometres along Ruta 40 to the Embalse Potrerillos, a dammed lake on the west side of Mendoza.
Rio Salado. We're driving over a bridge. our spot from last night at the Potrerillos lake. We're on our way to Aconcagua, but we stopped here because we wanted to watch our football team this morning, which was good. There's a little settlement here, and the Andes are just behind us here. This is a beautiful setting here. Very nice color of the lake. This is a really cool area for camping. Easy to get to as well. Lots of space. It's obviously a very popular kite surfing spot down here. Enough wind today to go out onto the lake.
We've been to Embalse Potrerillos before in April 2017. Back then it was much colder with lots of snow on the high Andes mountains. Now, during the summer season, lots of Argentines from nearby Mendoza are coming to the lake for recreation. There are lots of overnight and camping possibilities along the lake, and the small village of Potrerillos has a number of restaurants, small supermarkets and a gas station. The Potrerillos Dam, inaugurated at the end of 2001, regulates the flow of the Mendoza River, forming the large greenish turquoise reservoir. It provides flood control, hydroelectricity and irrigation water.
It's so hot that we decided to go for a drive around the lake. It's Sunday today, lots of motorbikers out and about. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go for a drive, but it's not that far to Mendoza, so people are coming out here for the weekend. Here is tunnel number 1. We don't even know if it's more than one tunnel. We're just gonna check it out. Oh, it's a short one. So we're going down some switchbacks here.
It's the other side of the dam.
There's a footbridge. Old one that's not in use anymore. Oh no, it is in use. This is a swing bridge. Oh, tunnel number 2. I'm gonna go through it and see what you can see on the other end. Oh, that was loud. That was the end of the mountains.
So
That was it. Now you get down to Mendoza. So we decided to make a U-E because we don't fancy going into Mendoza.
Well, we've done, what have we done? 19 kilometres.
19 kilometres, 2 tunnels,
Yeah. It's probably another 10 kilometres to the end of this road.
back into the mountains. One-way traffic here. First come, first serve. There comes a Mercedes Benz. And then det vet jag vad här inne. Idiot får sig. Bara hålla den där mitt i.
They will have to stop.
Got to get it blown out of the car because
Yeah,
the door was
the door was
caught by
going.
the wind. And Helen got hers. We're not in Patagonia, so
Yeah.
that shouldn't really happen here.
No, but that was a bit of a gust. It was all right when it
Yeah.
happened. I don't know.
So back up the switchbacks.
You can either take the Ruta Nacional 7 or the Ruta Provincial 82 to get from Mendoza to the lake or vice versa. Ruta 7 is normally really busy with lots of trucks. They're not allowed on Ruta 82 though, so this road is definitely more scenic and more relaxing to drive.
2 days to go to Christmas.
3.
Well, for us and probably it's the 24th. 22nd of December today. Anyhow, Helen felt like listening to Christmas music at 34 degrees Celsius in the heat. Well, mind you, it's cooled down now. It's in 10 o'clock at night or so. Helen's doing the washing up after we had our yummy fried rice.
Yeah, this is normally our Christmas thing, doing washing up and
Cleaning the motorhome.
cleaning the motorhome, staying at petrol stations for the night. Oh, it's like, you know, yeah. How many times have we done that?
Now we're gonna enjoy a peaceful evening with Christmas music. My dream.
Yeah, you have to do the drying up though.
No, that's your job. I'm not sure if the washing up is slower or faster today. We just spent half an hour to get water at Potrerillos. They have a fabulous drinking water station there, which is really good. That helps a lot. Free. And then I went to the supermarket and got us some little things so we can survive Christmas. It is so bloody hot. I think the thermometer inside shows 37 right now. And now we're going up to in the direction of Uspallata and then over to the Aconcagua. So today Ruta 7 is empty, or more or less empty, but the clouds are coming in. We actually welcome that. Hopefully it's going to be a little less hot, because it's just too hot. But it's a Monday today, so we should hopefully have a free ride up to Uspallata.
We've been on Ruta 7 before, but that was 8 years ago. It's a beautiful scenic drive, and around Christmas the traffic is not too bad because most of the truck drivers are at home for the celebrations. Perfect timing for us to be back here.
There's one tunnel after another here. This is our third.
This is tunnel 7.
Yeah, tunnel 7, or maybe it was number
8.
Tunnel 8 on this stretch.
Rio Mendoza's water level is really high at the moment. Near Potrerillos we even saw some flooded houses right next to the river. There are a number of defuntas with hundreds of filled water bottles along Ruta 7.
So we left Uspallata, we had a coffee break there and checked out a few things for tomorrow. Now we are rolling towards the border with Chile, but we won't go across. It's gotten a little bit cloudy, but it's actually a relief because it's just too hot. We are 10 kilometers away from Aconcagua, which is not the one that we can see ahead of us. You cannot see Aconcagua from this road. This is the town of Los Penitentes, the ski area.
Parque Provincial Aconcagua late in the afternoon, around 5 p.m. We don't have any time today for a longer hike, but quickly go to the closest viewpoint to take a look at the highest mountain in South America. This path is free to use. For any of the longer hikes, you need a permit from the visitor center. Aconcagua is the highest mountain in the Americas, the highest outside Asia, and the highest in both the Western Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere, with a summit elevation of 6,961 meters, or 22,838 feet. For the Incas, Aconcagua was a sacred mountain.
It's blasting wind today, but at least we can see the tops.
Aconcagua used to be an active stratovolcano and consisted of several volcanic complexes on the edge of a basin with a shallow sea. The rocks on Aconcagua's flanks are all volcanic. It's so windy today you can't hear us talking on the video. We need a lip reader.
So we have to go back to the Puente Inca. We stayed for the night. Holy shit. Did you see that? Thanks to iOverlander, there is a plaza here. We don't have to be right on the main street with all the other cars and in front of the restaurant. And now we're taking a quick look at the Puente del Inca. It's not the right time of the day because it's a little bit in the shade, but it hasn't changed. We are a little higher than normal. Holy camole. I just said to Helen I could feel the altitude. She can't feel it at all. She never could.
I never can, never will.
And then I saw this pack here, and that tells you we're high up. How high? I don't know. Maybe 2,800 meters?
Somewhere around there.
Right. It's only 9 o'clock for us, very early, on the 24th of December. And we had a very good night here, very peaceful. There's a little bit of wind, but it's otherwise a beautiful day, and we're going hiking today. But first of all, I'm going to take a look at the Puente del Inca. I've got the whole place to myself this morning. Worth stopping here.
Puente del Inca is a natural arch that formed a bridge over the Las Cuevas River around 14,000 years ago. Glaciers and hot springs were involved in the formation of the arch. In the early 20th century, a large thermal resort and monastery used the hot springs to treat certain illnesses. Tourists arrived by train. This was one of the last Argentine stations of the Trans-Andine Railway before the train continued into Chile through a long tunnel under the Andes. Traffic over the natural bridge was closed to the public in 2006 due to landslides.
These are the former baths. They're not in use anymore. We're off Aconcagua. It's hard to see through this camera, but we have two condors flying up there, and it's a beautiful day for a hike. It's not so windy today as it was yesterday. So we have the splendid morning. Parque Provincial Aconcagua. Let's see if we can get in for free. Now we're going through the gate.
¿Necesitan estes? No, okay. Gracias. Gracias.
Give me our free tickets.
There we go.
So here we go. Free tickets because we are jubiladoras, which is pensioners. We are going in for free, but we can only walk to the bridge, which is about 1.5 hours return. We go past the viewpoint for Aconcagua and the Laguna Jocones. And we're happy because it's such a beautiful day, isn't it?
It's perfect weather. Look, you can see from here.
There are no clouds on Aconcagua. It's beautiful and it's sunny and it's not too windy. We're looking forward to our Christmas walk. It's such a beautiful area here. No more snow left. Last time we were here 8 years ago, the lakes and everything were frozen. This is the large car park here. There is Aconcagua with the snow cap. We will see it a lot better along the path. There's a helicopter coming, that's not a good sign. Beautiful spring flowers here. Okay. Vámonos. Start of a beautiful day. Helen is walking in her brand new boots from Aldi, Germany. First time?
Yeah, walking in. Well, I've worn them before, but not on a walk.
We have to go pole, which means slow, because we are probably around 2,900 meters, if not higher. Buenos dias. Coming around the first corner, you get your glimpse of Aconcagua in the fullest. This is Laguna Espejo. I think it's a lot smaller than it was 7 or 8 years ago, and it was frozen when we were there. You can get a nice reflection of Aconcagua in this laguna if there's no wind.
The path from the parking lot to the swing bridge is around 3 kilometres long, and it takes an hour to get there. Apart from the altitude, it's an easy walk, with fantastic views along the way. Because it's Christmas Eve, there aren't many people walking today, but there's actually a daily limit of 400 people now, and you either have to book online in advance or take your chance and pay for the permit at the visitor centre. We don't like the online reservation because you have to go for a certain time slot of entry, and if you miss it, you cannot enter the park, plus you will also not get your money back.
We're back at the famous Mirador. There it is. Merry Christmas! This is our path in a minute. Here are the two summits. The left one is the higher one of the two. This is the one you're actually climbing. And now we're off to our walk to get to the Puente. This is as far as we're allowed to go. You can't go to the confluence without paying $30 a person, but we would need a lot more time. It's been getting warm and we took our jackets off and we're huffing and puffing a little bit. It's not a matter of fitness, we don't have any, but it's more the altitude.
It is a matter of fitness.
I just didn't want to admit it. But it's such a wonderful day. We can't believe how lucky we are. We got in for free because we're pensioners. We have the most beautiful sunny day, and it's the 24th of, what is it, Christmas Eve? Christmas Eve. And we're starting the day in a wonderful way. We're starting the day in a wonderful way.
Yeah.
That is a nice rhyme. We do that every day, but never mind. We can see the bridge down there already. This will be then our turnaround point. We are so happy with the day because it's such a clear day as well.
After an hour, we reached the bridge over the Quebrada de los Horcones.
know they go down to the river and they get something to drink. We're racing here. I wish I had this kind of energy. Oh, are we in the way? They're carrying gas bottles and food, most likely. It's up to their knees. Holy moly. I don't know where they're going. I think they're enjoying the day too. They're going for a run, a little jog. Time for a well-deserved snack. Running over the bridge 10 times makes you hungry. We have some nuts with us, some gummy bears, and a drink. Well prepared. As ever. We just made it to the bridge before the crowds came in. A lot of people are going further, but as I said, you need a special permit for that. We have turned around and we decided to go a different way back. We try to beat the beaten path, I guess.
Yeah, off the beaten path.
We're trying to go off the beaten path and beat the beaten path. And we're happy with the day so far, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
That was a
wonderful
beautiful Christmas morning.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve morning. Sing for us. Give us a little song. Huh? That is beautiful. Thank you. This is why we're off the beaten path. Little donkey truck coming again.
Are really building up now.
Yeah, it's going fast.
And I think this afternoon it's going to be all covered and we
Yeah.
won't be able to see anything.
But the two summits are still free.
Yep, they are.
We're going back to Vinituna now
Yep.
because we're planning to go back to Uspallata for a meal and a shower. We just found a spot to get out of the wind. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, we didn't need the helicopter, that's good. And we're back down. This was the perfect start to a Christmas day. We just about have enough time to get to the shower and to our evening meal. It's 1:30. That was the turnaround time for us for today. So we're just gonna drive.
So far so good.
So far so good. Timing is perfect. We could do with a coffee, but we will do that when we have a shower or after that.
Yeah.
And then we're going out for a nice meal, hopefully. Bye bye Aconcagua. That was one of the most beautiful days we had in a long, long time. Perfect morning here. Muchas gracias. ¿Necesita el papel? No? Gracias. Pues, excelente. Gracias. Last view, and it's very cloudy now. Helen has to concentrate here because the road is one of the most driven in Argentina, and it's not easy to navigate. Millions of trucks are racing along here every year, but there's a lot less traffic today. No surprise. We have a bit of a better road here. It's tarmac, not those concrete plates. It's such a relief. We were just saying we picked the right day to drive this road. There is no traffic on this road here whatsoever. It's afternoon time and not even the trucks are on the road anymore. Is it 2:30? Yeah, about 2:38. Christmas Eve. That is probably the one day of the year where you get this kind of
Merry Christmas Day as well.
yeah, maybe tomorrow as well when people are at home, but fabulous. I have a happy driver.
Yep. Been to Aconcagua today?
We're coming up to the giant truck stop just outside of Uspallata. This is the YPF. The shower was further on. No, this is the Aduana. This is where they change all the... Keep going until you go past the YPF. This is where the trucks are loading and unloading. But we're going to the YPF, which is coming up. You can see the giant Banya signs here. And, yep, keep going. That's good. Baños y duchas. You can just park there, and I take a look where we can pay for them. We decided to skip the shower here. They wanted 4,000 pesos per person. That's $4. It normally is at the YPF 800, so this is like a 5 times hike here, and we have plenty of water in the motorhome. We're just gonna wash our hair and do a bowl wash as usual, and that should do for Christmas as well. You know, we wanted some luxury, but for $8 we can actually get a nice dessert with our meal tonight.
That's true. Oh shit.
We're now in Uspallata, and Helen is getting her delicious cakes from the Café Suiza out that we bought yesterday because we weren't sure if it was open today. So this is an apple pie and a cheesecake with raspberries.
I don't know.
I would just cut it.
Well, I was going to move it over to try and get that into here afterwards.
So even if we didn't have a shower, life is good. I'm sticking with my German Christmas Stollen. I bought 5 in total in Chile, and I love them. They're filled with marzipan. Und?
I'm making a mess.
Having lamb on Boxing Day. This time, lamb steaks.
Oh, can you send some over via the Red Cross?
You could do, yeah. Sliced potato dish and corn bake. Yeah, we're doing it, yeah. Mint sauce. Yeah.
I know, we don't get any of that here.
Plan B is washing our hair in the motorhome. Works as well. We're in Uspallata at the El Rancho Restaurante. It was highly recommended on iOverlander, and we ordered spare ribs with french fries and a salad. And Helen is trying the little dip here. What's it like? Is
different.
It different? Means you could have done without it.
It's not hot. It's got garlic
parsley
in there.
Or garlic, okay.
It's got garlic in there. I just don't know.
Well, green could be parsley.
No.
It's not cilantro, no?
I don't know. ¿Qué es esto?
Mayonesa casera con ajo y perejil.
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 Parsley.
Perejil, ajo y
Es
Mayonesa.
mayonesa.
Muy delicioso.
Bueno.
Gracias.
Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas.
After a long hike, Coca-Cola is not too bad. And it is with sugar. Everything else is with sucralosa,
Yeah,
which is
it's this.
it's this sweetener, which is terrible.
Yeah, tasty.
But this is the original Coke, and
That's the only thing we can drink.
I could do
these
an
days.
advertising with it right now. It's good. So we just got our salad. We got the regular one, but we asked for some added beets,
Which they did.
which they did. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Here just came the pork ribs. Holy camoli, it's a good job we're sharing. We could have never done this, 2 of these each.
I don't know. It must have.
We're actually hugely disappointed. What looked good on the outside was it's either fat or so hard you can hardly get the knife through. French fries are soggy and not tasty. The only good thing is the salad and that little dip that we had. We're disappointed, aren't we? So we handed back the meat. Actually, we told her that we don't want anything. She grabbed, within a minute, she grabbed another piece for us. That's been probably on the barbecue for hours.
It's cold.
It's cold as well. This was the worst Christmas dinner we've ever had. We are totally disappointed. Well, Merry Christmas. We are so pissed off. We go out so rarely for a meal, twice a year maybe, and we were hoping for some good meat in Argentina. We ordered the spare ribs and thought she recommended to take the ones for the beef. We really don't like beef very much, so we went for the pork ones because we know those. And it looked really nice when it was on the plate, but we could not get our knife through there, and if we did, it was full of grease. Fat, I mean literally fat. There were 2 bites in the whole big pieces that we had on the table that we could actually eat. And at the end I refused to pay for the meat. She took it away, she brought us another piece, and then that came within a minute. It was cold, and when we paid we saw that there were heaps of meat lying on the barbecue, probably for hours. So nothing was freshly done. The French fries we had, they looked really nice, and when we ate them they were soggy or they were really soft. They were probably on other people's plates or whatever. It was disgusting. The only thing we could actually really eat was a salad, and we could drink the Coca-Cola. You can't go wrong with that. But you know, we just wanted to have a really, really nice Christmas dinner. We washed our hair, we cleaned up, we even put our best clothes on, and now we're totally pissed off. At least we had this morning at Aconcagua, that was fabulous. So yeah, this is every single time we go out for a meal we find it overpriced and not really, really good, or not really worth the money. It's hardly ever the case that we find something that we think is worth all this money. They wanted $17 just for the meat. No, nothing included on that one, and we just couldn't eat it. We literally had 2 tiny bites, and that was it. Really disappointing. But now we're heading out of town because we did not pay most of the bill. We just refused, and we don't want to have slit tires or anything. So we're getting out of Uspallata and we're driving a little bit further north and find a spot in the wilderness. So now we've changed our plans completely. Helen is in the mood to drive again.
Yeah, get away from the horrible restaurant.
We're now heading towards Barreal on the 149, and in 2.5 kilometers is Ripio, which means a gravel road. Apparently it's in medium condition.
Well, maybe.
And it's about 40 kilometers that we need to drive on bit
Do you need me
more
to?
sedito. It's quite an impressive high mountain. There's a fruit checkpoint coming up, but we don't expect anybody to work tonight on Christmas Eve. And the lights are off. No cars are parked. Nobody here.
Arriving at police on the left.
We made it to Barreal, and hopefully we get a spot on the campground and it's not party time tonight. We found this really nice free spot in Barreal, right on the river. Free electricity. This is a really, really nice place. I can see even a water faucet, and there's a barbecue area here. Just when we parked in here, I heard this funny sound. I heard it already on the road when we were on the tarmac, but I thought it was in the front. But when Helen backed in here into our spot, I heard it in the back, and I took the cap off, and the screw where the handle is in right now was completely outside. It was not even in the socket. So now I'm checking all the lugs and I'm going to tighten them all. Wow, we got a really nice sunset.
Unfortunately, at 1 o'clock in the morning, all the young people from the town showed up and partied all night. Christmas 2024 started well in the morning, but then went downhill in the afternoon, and the night in this great spot was loud and noisy with firecrackers exploding around us. Just a few kilometres north of Barreal are two amazing rock formations, the Cerro de Siete Colores and Monumento Natural Cerro Alcazar. We explore both in the soaring heat and then drive north on the 149 to Las Flores. From here we head east past the Cuesta del Viento reservoir along the rather thrilling Ruta 150 through the mountains and then further north on Ruta 40 to Guandacol.
We were not prepared for this kind of a road.